Closed captioning for the Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh yeah, Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on the Casey Malone Show.
Today we visit cool tiny houses for a getaway on the Mahoning River. And I prepare recipes from the Smoky Hollow cookbook. But first, authentic regional Italian in the heart of Smoky Hollow. Well, I'm back at Yosteria, and things have really changed. This isn't just an outdoor venue just for those lovely nights. Now we've got Frank Toscano and Alex Zordich as partners here. I mean, and you both are very, very proud of your Italian roots.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And you know, are frequent
very
visitor.
similar. Yeah, very similar Italian.
Oh, you're both, wait, from the same area of Italy, right? Your people?
Yes, same area. Yeah, both
Paisans.
They're both paisans from the same, onions, bunions. I know there's all these, different districts.
Absolutely. We also have that same shared interest in the regional Italian aspect of things, more than what we're used to around here. Like the nudie, for example, so many people.
Now what exactly is the nudie?
So it's kind of like the inside of a ravioli without the outside. That's kind of the easiest way to describe it.
Is it stuffed?
No, that is the whole. So it's like the stuffing without the casing. So it's just.
I see.
Similar
Okay.
to gnocchi, but it's just ricotta cheese, and it's a Tuscan staple. And so that's what we try to do. We try to bring in these new specials, or even just our main dishes, and explain where they come from. It's not just from Campania, where so much of us are used to. There's other food out there in Italy that's just unbelievable, and with such rich tradition that a lot of people don't get to have.
Who designs the menu?
We do it together, and it's a blast.
Yeah, it is.
Man, any fights? Do anything good? Come on, knock them, drag them down.
It's really good. We're doing these quarterly specials, and we have notebooks of stuff that we experience on our own that we want to implement, so it'll be fun going forward.
I mean, because it really has expanded
Yeah.
since the early days. I mean, once you got the kitchen,
Right.
how was that? Getting, your kitchen together, that had to be quite a feat.
I was doing just private dinners down here, and then it turned into like maybe once a week we would have a public night, but even then it was pretty simple. So that was the first thing we talked about.
Yeah.
Let's ramp this up. There's so much to offer from Italy. Let's show everybody in Youngstown. And there's plenty of other places in Youngstown doing it too, but we really just wanted to focus on that shared plate concept and regional wine, regional food, regional pairings. So it's been fun.
Right, and you really wanted to have, more of an intimacy than
Big
more
time.
of a picnic atmosphere.
Right, exactly.
Traditional osteria.
How old is this house?
This house is built in 1912.
So in 1912, now you're putting a kitchen, and now you're putting all these modern appliances in there.
Yeah.
That had to be a challenge.
It was a challenge. Yeah.
Like-
Both of our families are from this neighborhood. That was also something we learned.
I did not know your people were from the Hollow also.
Yeah.
What do you think of his wine acumen? Do you think Alex
I think it's great. I love it.
is the good nose, his palate is in line with yours?
Yeah, he's super modest.
I know, look at him, he's getting all blushy.
It just has a neat history to it too. Zinfandel was originally from Croatia, and then it traveled down to southern Italy, and then it made its way to America. It's exactly my roots.
Right.
Even Frank, you got a little Croatian too.
Yeah, I have
right?
Croatian
So
also. That's my mom's side. So
Really?
It's just really neat.
Yeah.
In Croatia and Italy, they're very similar.
Very passionate people.
Yes.
Yes.
That's cool.
I hear you've got a new offering coming out in wine.
Yes.
This
very excited
spring?
about it. Yeah.
Rosé all day.
Yes. The Zinfandel that we bring in and make the wine out of, a small portion of that, I made some rosé from that. These labels have some history. That's my great-grandfather and my grandfather on there. The rosé label is going to have my wife's grandmother that was born and raised in Italy. She came over here in the 50s. We got a cool picture of her on the label just to kind of tie it into the brand
Right.
that we need.
I mean, there really are beautiful labels.
Yeah,
How
thank you.
is
Yeah.
your retail doing?
We have our pizzas in Ruli's and Laricia's. Our wines are also in Laricia's, A&C down the street,
Yeah.
and then Chalet. Also, Vintage Estates carries our wines. We're gonna have an herb garden in the back. It's great for mainly the summer.
Well, no, and then you just walk out, you pick your own basil. I mean, what's better than that? Yeah.
But I did find some vines that I would love to know who planted them way back in the day. We have about 12 vines on our property. Some of them look to be like 100 years old. And I'm retraining them right now, just get some fruit out of them, just for aesthetically, it just would look.
Can you tell what kind of grape they are?
As soon as the leaves come up, I'm gonna take them and see, because you can do some research just based on the leaf, and we'll find out what grape it is.
Are you doing a lot of the, the private room? Because now you have the space, and on the days you're closed.
So, yeah.
How does that work?
Days we're open to the public, we kind of have a semi-private half over there that works for a lot of people, a lot of groups that are like 25, 35. And then days when we're not open to the public, we still get a lot of requests for like events to take up the whole space. So Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, Saturdays during the day. So,
I mean, it's really perfect for a little celebration. And you'll do, we go off menu, if it's within reason.
We have a actual catering
Croatian
menu.
specialties.
No Croatian specialties. Yeah. Yeah. We have a nice catering menu, and we work with people just based off that. If it's little requests here and there, where we more so work with people on that.
Right, because
it's been nice doing that.
Corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah. I don't know if we got that.
Your people, that's my people. That's not your people.
I don't know how good that would be if we even tried that.
The Wall of Fame. These are all your relatives? These are all old pictures that you guys have found?
Yeah.
Yep.
From both of your families?
Most of this is my family on Emerald. And then we have some fun plans for the other room to do like a joint effort with old family pictures and wine stuff. So it'll be neat. We're still working on that other side.
People really like seeing that.
Yeah.
Do you get people that bring in stuff?
Oh, they love it. And we do the Smoky Hollow Club. We host them. We have that festival here.
Right.
They did a cookbook, and there's some pictures that came out from that. It's just so neat to see the hollow.
I gotta get that cookbook.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Right, and that's always the second
Saturday every August.
Second Saturday every August is Smoky Hollow Fest. So make sure you come down for that.
Yeah, we do it. We call it the prelude to the Feast of the Assumption. So we carry the statue of Mary. We have a prayer service. We have some mora. It's live music.
It's not a party until mora comes out.
That's right.
Now, do you do your mora in Italian?
Oh,
or
yeah.
do you do it in English?
No, it's
Cinque! Ocho!
They get after it too.
Yeah. That's a lot of fun. Well, you've got a wonderful atmosphere, and can only go up from here, right? I mean, it just keeps getting better.
That's the plan.
Absolutely. I think both of us just like sharing the culture of Italy, number one, and then with the people of Youngstown, it's nice to give back in that way. It's a lot of crazy work, but when you see people enjoying what you're putting out, it really makes it worthwhile.
Yeah, I've been taking people away for a night, which is what we hear a lot, and feel like you're in Italy, or wherever you feel like you are. You're just relaxed and connecting with your family and friends, and that's what's been exciting for us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
The Boardman, Texas Roadhouse has teamed up with GabaCamp to host a Dine and Donate to benefit those with special needs.
We love the Boardman, Texas Roadhouse. Thank you. Giving is living.
Woolley Brothers has a great choice of quality cheeses. We use our relationship with Old Road Houses to specially select the product and then have it custom cut and packaged by our own local artisans. At Woolley Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
Make your voice heard.
Our elections are safe, secure, and transparent.
Exercise your right to vote. Vote early, absentee, or in person on Election Day.
Election Day is March 19th.
Kamara Jewelers is the place to buy an engagement ring because we want a relationship with you that lasts a lifetime. Your commitment with her is the same commitment we have to you.
We want to sit down with you and teach you about diamonds so you're educated on what you're buying. We have the largest selection we ever have, which is the largest in the area, and at the best value. And if it's not something in our case, we could always custom make it. We can make any dream come true.
Get real, get Kamara.
It's the 46th annual Mahoning Valley St. Patrick's Day Parade. Join us for all the tradition on Sunday, March 10th as the parade steps off at 1 o'clock on Market Street in Boardman. this year's theme, Irish charity begins at home.
I love cookbooks. I get them as gifts. I buy them all the time, especially local cookbooks. I love Angels and Friends. I love the Youngstown Italian Fest. I use a lot of recipes from there because it's simple, basic ingredients, and it's dishes that you grew up with. Well, I got another one when I was down in the Hollow, and this one, it's like walking through memory lane because I know a lot of the women in here, or I know their children, and some men. And it's really some interesting recipes. So I'm going to make a dessert. It is a chocolate chip bar, and I'm going to make a quick fettuccine Alfredo you aren't going to believe. So hang on, we're gonna start with the dessert so I can get that baked, and we'll go over the ingredients. For this recipe, you'll need 1 Duncan Hines yellow cake mix, 2 eggs, 1/3 cup of margarine softened, 1 can of condensed milk, 1 cup of chocolate semi-sweet bits, and 1/2 cup of chopped nuts. Well, this recipe is Rose DeLallo Borrelia's recipe. Remember Anthony from the Arms Museum? Well, it's his mom. I never got to meet her, but I always hear wonderful things when Anthony speaks of her. So we are gonna make Rose's recipe, and it was very specific, not just any yellow cake mix. It said Duncan Hines. So I bought it because, you know, I wanted to make it exactly as she would. So we're gonna put this, and then what we're gonna do is add the melted softened butter and 1 egg. Okay, I'm gonna take my ring off. The best way to do it is with your hands because you're making like a dough. So you just get in there and you just mix it up, because what we're gonna do is line this greased 13 by 9 with this dough. That will be our bottom layer. And we are just gonna mix this until it comes together. So the first layer is the cake mix. Next, we're gonna do the second layer, and that is sweetened condensed milk. So we're gonna use that, and then the egg, our second egg, we're going to add to that. And then we'll put this aside. I don't know, Rose was very basic in her instructions. So, oh, don't forget to put your stove on 350, because it's gonna go right in. So now, this is all mixed. So we're just going to pour this on top of the dough layer. So now, it just gets easier and easier. We've got the chips. I kind of broke them up a little bit because she didn't call them chips, she called them bits. So I tried to slam them, but they really didn't go that well. So just evenly put these all over the top. And then some chopped nuts. I'm using walnuts, but you could probably use almonds or pistachios, whatever you'd like. But I always have, you know, walnuts in my freezer, so. And then we are gonna pop this in the oven, 35 minutes. But check it at 35. It might have to go 45. Everybody's oven is different. But when we come back, you're gonna love these. Well, the reason I'm familiar with Smoky Hollow is because of my neighbor. When I was growing up, Carmel Butchie had family and was from Smoky Hollow, and we'd go down and visit her sisters and people all the time. And one of them was Esther Pastucci, and she has a recipe in here. Isn't that crazy? And this is amazing. It is a quick fettuccine Alfredo, and the ingredients are so easy. It's ricotta, it's milk, butter, and cheese, but it's not that heavy, guilt-ridden fettuccine Alfredo that we're so used to. And I always want to order it, but you know, it's just a heart attack on a plate. But this one is really light, but it still has a lot of flavor. So I've already dropped the noodles, and we will get going because this comes together really quickly. For this recipe, you'll need 1 pound of fettuccine noodles cooked, 1 cup of ricotta cheese, 1/2 stick of butter, 1/2 cup of milk, 1/4 cup Parmesan cheese shredded, shredded mozzarella, fresh parsley, and black pepper for garnish. You put the butter in. I have the pan warming up. So you're gonna melt the butter. She doesn't even really give instructions. It's like throw it all in the pan and then throw the cooked spaghetti in. That's it. So you've got the milk, you've got the butter going down, and then you've got the ricotta. So the cheese is incorporating nicely the ricotta, and now we will add the Parmesan. You drain the noodles. Oop. You put them back into the sauce, and then you just stir it to coat. You weren't here for all the preparation, but this is the end result for the chocolate chip bars. And it's really hot and gooey. So you've got to let it sit and cool. And then I refrigerated them after I sliced them because it really helps keep them together. And then with the condensed milk, it is almost like a toffee, because of the way when it cooked. So we'll have one of those. And now for the fettuccine. Okay.
You've been raving about this.
I know, and you can't believe it. So then you garnish it with a little mozzarella. Isn't that nice? And loads of pepper. I love a lot of pepper.
Yeah.
On, this kind of food.
Because you don't have to worry about salt.
Right. Because the cheese and everything's in there. And last but not least, we just finish it off with a little parsley. So, this is Esther's recipe, Mommy.
I know.
My gosh. Her and Carmel are up there now cooking.
I remember on Friday, she'd always have white pizza, Carmel.
Right. Oh, she made
And you
great
girls
food.
used to go over.
Oh. It's really, I know you're not a big fan of these creamy dishes, but you are going to be sold. What do you think? I mean, isn't it unbelievable?
It is. And I never order Alfredo.
No, but I mean, it is really good. Great meatless dish. Because of the creaminess. I just have a very nice Sauvignon Blanc, Oyster Bay, New Zealand. You can't go wrong with the New Zealand
wines.
Right.
Here's to this.
Cheers.
Here's to Carmel and her sisters.
It is delicious. And you got to take a bite of this.
If you serve,
tell me what you think.
Those that warm, you could put ice cream on it or something, even though it's messy.
That's a good idea. I'll remember that. That's from Rose Borelio.
Oh.
Anthony's mom.
Oh.
See, we know everybody. What do you think of that?
Very good.
I know.
I love coffee anyway.
Go to my website, CaseyMaloneShow.com for a taste of Smoky Hollow.
Take off with the Casey Malone Show. Woo-hoo!
Locally sourced is good, whether it's ingredients or a bank. And that's why my bank is Farmers National Bank. Since 1887, Farmers has remained rock solid through every economic condition. Having a bank with a history of safety, soundness, and conservative management is a must. It all boils down to this. You need a bank that will help you reach your goals. I do too, and Farmers is mine. Farmers National Bank, rock solid.
This year's primary is March 19th. Don't forget to vote.
Early in-person and absentee voting begin on February 21st.
Our elections are safe, secure, and transparent.
Every vote counts.
Election day is March 19th.
Locally owned, Hurricane Health and Wellness will help you weather the storm of your weight loss struggles. Safe and discreet, our experienced telemed team will prescribe the proper weight loss medication. Powerful weight loss solutions. Hurricane Health and Wellness.
I'm Elizabeth Bernard. For more than 30 years, I've provided our Valley with sound legal advice. My associate Jennifer Rigetti and I will be your legal representatives if you're involved in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident. Don't try to handle it yourself. We'll navigate the red tape of dealing with doctors, medical insurance, and all the obstacles that you'll face. Remember, there are no upfront fees on personal injury cases, and hiring a lawyer does not mean you have to go to court.
Call attorney Elizabeth Bernard, local legal experience for more than 30 years.
Man, it is cold out there, but you want to see this. There is a hot tub, there is your private dining, and then this beautiful patio overlooks the Mahoning River. We're in Mahoning County. I am in a grain bin. That is what this place is. And it's amazing. This whole Mahoning River Lodge has a container house. It has a little cabin and it has the grain bin. And one of the owners is Nicole and Dave. And you guys, this place is really cool. I cannot believe it's so close to where I live.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't realize how close it is out here, and it's right on the river, and you can kayak down the river.
I mean, it's really, even in the winter, I think it's a cool place to go. And the grain bin, this is really the most popular rental, isn't it?
It is, yes. I mean, all of them get rented, but the grain bin seems to be the most popular.
It's warm and sturdy.
Yeah, insulated.
Are you really happy with the way this came out?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, wait till we get the full tour. And it was so popular, you're building more.
Yeah, oh yeah. Bigger and better.
And all of these only sleep two.
Correct, a couple's retreat.
Is that what it is? A couple's retreat where you come
Have a
and you
romantic
strengthen
weekend.
the bonds of your marriage.
Yes.
So what kind of people do you see that are renting these places?
We have a lot of couples. We've had a few friend groups come, and girlfriends, mother-daughter trips, a lot of anniversary trips, a lot of honeymoons.
Really?
We get a lot of people that want to come for a night for a honeymoon.
On the Mahoning River. Who would have thought?
Right?
And where do the people come from? Are they more local, or what areas?
A lot of our guests come from Pennsylvania area. We've had several from Columbus area, a few from Dayton, Cleveland, but the majority are all from Pennsylvania.
I mean, I think this would be the perfect getaway, right? I'm right down the road. It's just to be out on the river. I mean, the water feature is really important, don't you think?
Oh, yes.
Being right on the water. And in the summer, well, hey, if this keeps up, we can ice skate.
Right.
And, but you can kayak all year round, really.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Do you have those things available?
Yep, they're year round. We have a lot of guests that say they just want to stay in for the weekend. But if you want to go out, we're only 10 minutes from Lake Milton. There's Halliday's Winery, Castaway Craig's, Prop House, the beach. There's a lot to do in Lake Milton too, but a lot of our guests just prefer the quiet and to stay in and be on the river, be outside.
So look how cool this place is. This is the container house. And come on, Dale and Maddie, they're partners with the Englishes. And guess what? They had their honeymoon here.
Yes.
So we're gonna go inside and get the lowdown. And I like that you guys spent your honeymoon right here.
Oh, yes, we
did. In the container house. Were you all by yourselves here?
We actually had our friends from Pennsylvania staying here. So our guy who actually was our officiant for our wedding stayed in the grain bin, and then our other friends were in the cabin. So we were kind of all out here. But then we got to be in here by ourselves. So
well, of course.
So it was nice, yeah.
Well, hey, let's
we
have
got
a
to be together,
party.
but then we got to be alone.
That is really nice. Now, how long have we been married?
A year and a half.
So it's working.
Yep.
Right?
So
the first year's the roughest out here.
Yes.
And you really are all in on this stuff. Did you envision this? I mean, could you imagine how well it turned out from when it started? I mean, all the walkways and the paths and everything.
Oh, well, we had kind of a rough idea, and turned out the way we pretty much planned, I think.
I think that's crazy. You guys kind of figured this out on your own, not like architectural drawings or kits or anything. Why a container house? Because you see these all the time, and you think, there's no way you can live in a container.
Right.
But you really can. So the walls, what do you do? Insulate it? How would you frame it out?
Yeah, it's not it's like the framing isn't as wide as the other ones, just because otherwise you'd be a lot smaller. But yeah, basically.
And they don't leak, right?
No.
Where did you get your containers?
We got these ones from Cleveland, I believe.
Wow. So
and they brought them in, and then we had a train out, setting them.
What an ordeal. But I think it really came out cool. Right. And what I love is that it's 2 containers. And I like the upper one has the patio and the hot tub.
Yes.
It's cool. It really is. Really very comfortable. And then your big shower. I
Little
like
TV.
it. Right. And what month did you get married? What month was
July. The end of July.
So you have beautiful weather. And you could really use the hot tub.
Yes.
Oh, I would love this. I am definitely coming out here. Look at the beautiful view. Who would have thought?
I know.
Right here in Mahoning County, you could get so sexy.
I know.
Oh, you have the curtains. This is.
Yep, so you can shut those.
Love
and,
it. I love it.
Yep.
Now we'll go down, huh?
Yep.
Well, this is the cabin. This is the first one you built. And I think this is my favorite.
Really?
It's really cozy. It has a really nice vibe. And I really like the area around it. I really like this. I think this is going to be my favorite. So when I go on my next honeymoon, I might be staying in the cabin. No, but really, this has been awesome. And I think you guys are really onto something. I love that you're right here on the river, and I really appreciate you giving me the tour. I like it. Yeah, come on, we're gonna go kayaking now.
Yes.
Thanks, really.
Lots of fun.
Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you.
For more information regarding any content from our show, please visit our website, CaseyMaloneShow.com. Your comments and ideas are appreciated. The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.